A 108 megapixel camera with OIS isn't something that we have seen in a Galaxy A device before, but this is what Samsung has brought with the launch of their new Galaxy A73 5G. Hey guys, I am Siddharth and let's get into this and check out how good it is. So well, here's the box with an environmentally friendly thickness, and on top we are greeted with the phone first, which we will keep on the side for now. Then we get a Type-C to Type-C charging cable, some documentation containing the quick start guide, and lastly we have a SIM ejection tool which we will use to insert my SIM into this. This is one of the rarer phones these days that also supports external storage with a microSD card, and it actually also supports dual SIM, but you can either have an extra SIM here or have the memory card inserted. And now let's quickly set things up. I think that this is Samsung's first phone after their Galaxy S Ultra lineup to feature a 108 megapixel camera with optical image stabilization, and it has 44% bigger pixels than their previous A72 model, which should help in low light situations. Samsung's neural processing unit can also process up to 12 shots for great results in low light, which we will be testing out. Apart from that, we also have a 12 megapixels ultra wide camera and a 5 megapixel macro camera, and the last remaining sensor is used for depth calculations for portrait mode. Here are some quick shots that I have taken, and the images taken from the main camera and the ultra wide camera look pretty nice with great HDR processing, and the macro camera also seems promising as this was taken in very low light, but it still looks sharp and you can read the text very clearly. The optical image stabilization is also going to help with videos. Here is a product shot kind of thing that I have tried to take with hands, but it looks so stable that it looks like it has been taken using a gimbal. Samsung has also included some interesting photo processing features like the ability to remove unwanted people and objects from your photos, which you can also use to create fun headless selfies with the 32 megapixels front camera with the punch hole design. The phone looks really premium because of the really thin bezels around its Gorilla Glass 5 covered display, which is a 6.7-inch Full HD Plus Super AMOLED Plus panel that runs at 120Hz. In addition to the colors and contrast looking great, the higher refresh rate also makes the device feel much more responsive. The in-screen fingerprint sensor is fast and you also have face unlock. The A73 feels very nice in hand. I really like the finish on the rear plastic panel, which almost looks like frosted glass, and even though the frame is not made of metal, the overall feel of the phone is very nice. I really like the mint color that I have received, but the grey and the white color options should also look very attractive. This is actually the slimmest A series phone with a frame of just 7.6mm thickness, and even though this is a large phone, you can easily carry it around in your pocket as it doesn't weigh a lot at around 180 grams. With the phone's IP67 rating, you won't have to worry about using it in rain, and even if you immerse it in water for some underwater photography, it should be okay. The bezels around the display are very thin, but Samsung has managed to put in a dual speaker stereo setup that sounds very loud even if it can get a bit tinny at max volume. Now even though this is a very slim phone, it still packs a 5000 mAh battery, and so far my experience with the battery has been quite good as I tried to use this as much as I could on the first day, and I was still at 42% after 5.5 hours of screen on time, which included an hour of video calling and 1 hour of video playback on YouTube. And I had the screen on 120Hz, so even without LTPO tech here, the battery should perform well, but we will talk about that in detail in my full review, so make sure that you are subscribed with bell. While we didn't get a charger in the box, we do have a 25-watt power delivery charging here, which makes the phone charge up pretty fast. Coming to performance, the Snapdragon 778 5G on this phone is a 6nm octa-core processor, and while this is not a top-tier chip, the performance of this phone feels pretty great and smooth, and at least during the general usage, I didn't find it lagging anywhere. Part of this smooth performance is of course thanks to Android 12, and Samsung has also promised 4 years of OS updates and 5 years of security updates, so even in 2026, you should be running on the latest software. Speaking of the software, the phone runs Samsung's One UI over Android 12, and as far as custom skins go, this feels rather lightweight and aesthetically pleasing. It is quite customizable, and we have plenty of useful features added that don't slow things down. We also have apps like Josh and Moch pre-installed, so just in case you wanted some high quality short form content, they have you covered. The A73 starts at 38,999 for the 128GB model, and the 256GB model comes in at 41,999, but this is the pricing that includes the cashback offer of 3000 rupees, and Samsung is also offering their Galaxy Buds Live for just 499 rupees, and they normally cost around 9000 rupees, and I have always wanted to try those kidney shaped earphones, so that will definitely be a unique experience for people who buy this. So overall, the Samsung Galaxy A73 5G feels like a solid entry into the premium mid-range segment with a very promising camera setup and 5G connectivity, and I really like the overall feel of the hardware and the software. We will be testing out the processor thoroughly in the full review with a focus on gaming performance, but as far as the regular usage goes, this does feel very snappy and smooth with its awesome 120Hz Super AMOLED display. I will have the links to check the phone out and order it in the video description, and I will also be sharing my overall thoughts in detail in my full review. Let me know if you want me to test anything in specific on this in comments. I hope you found this initial impressions video helpful. Do give the video a thumbs up if you did. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.